Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take you on a journey. A journey to a place where you can forget all your woes. A journey to a place where you can escape the big city life. A journey to a place where you can let all the world's problems disappear and you can escape reality. By way of introduction, ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Harvey is my name. I will be your Master of Ceremonies, your auctioneer, your tour guide, if you will. On behalf of First National Real Estate and Sales Agent, Mr. Brad Purcell, I'd like to welcome all our prospective purchasers here today and wish them good luck. And for family, friends and neighbours, we thank you also for attending and your support. Now, before we get away, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to briefly just cover a few of the terms under which we are selling here today, the contract for sale. I'm going to offer you the opportunity to ask any questions you might have, some final questions, and then get to the exciting bit, ladies and gentlemen, and sell this wonderful home. Now, if you are looking to purchase the property here today, ladies and gentlemen, it is a requirement that you are registered, and I kindly ask you to display that bidder's number each and every time you do place a bid so we can record that. In the event of a disputed bid, myself being the auctioneer will be the sale arbitrator, and I may also refuse any bid that I deem is not in the vendor's best interest. I reserve the right to place 2 bids on behalf of the seller here today, and obviously I keep you fully informed if and when I do so. And last but not least, when you hear me call third, final time, sold, the property will be sold at highest bidder, and we'll expect them to step forward, pay the required deposit, and sign the contract for sale. Now, the contract for sale has been available through the First National Office throughout the marketing of the property, and I do hope that if you're intending to bid here today, you have obtained a copy of the document, perhaps had a peruse of it, or even had your legal advisor do so. It does state here the property is 75 Croft Avenue in Oatlands, or commonly known as Lot 51 of Deposited Plan 83740. We do require 10% deposit here today if you are the successful purchaser, unless you make prior arrangements with the vendor's solicitor before today's auction. The rest of those monies are due 35 days or 5 weeks from today's date. We do offer vacant possession on completion, ladies and gentlemen, and the standard annexures being a 149 zoning certificate title and sewer diagram are all contained within this document. Buyers, you can be rest assured there's been no significant change to that document, so you can bid confidently here this afternoon. And with that in mind, I'm going to put this to the side, ladies and gentlemen, and take that as read, and just throw it out to you to see if you have any final questions about the terms of sale, the contract for sale, or anything about this lovely home here in Croft Avenue in Oatlands. Are there any questions, ladies and gentlemen, before we get underway?
Yes, I have.
Yes, sir, sure.
I noticed it's got a swimming pool, obviously, it's a major feature of the home, but there's no swimming pool compliance certificate attached to the contract. As I understand it in New South Wales, that's a requirement. Can you clarify that for me, please? I
believe you're correct, sir. I believe there is a compliance certificate that is due under New South Wales legislation, and I'm assuring you that we'll have that in there for you within the bounds of the 6 weeks, or 5 weeks, sorry, of settlement.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
This property is on a golf course, and inevitably I'll get a golf ball through a window. What recourse have I got?
Sir, as a member of a golf course, not this lovely golf course here, but one myself, I can rest assure you that they are very well covered insurance-wise, and so if anything did happen, I'm hoping the golfers of Oatlands have got a little bit more quality than that, and are hitting straight in the middle of the fairway, but of course, if something does come into your property, you can take it up with the golf course, and they are well insured to cover those needs for you. Any other questions?
Yeah,
sir, at the back.
Auctioneer, I've only been down from the territory for a few days, and of course I haven't had time to arrange a test and building inspection. I'm sure you can appreciate that. But could I request that if I'm the successful bidder, that the vendor agrees to have a clause in the contract making the sale subject to a clear test and building report? Look,
sir, as it's on auction conditions here today, it is unconditional sale. Unfortunately, with the 4 weeks that we've been on the market, you've had time. I know you've just made your way into the property. However, it is unconditional today, so there'll be no other conditions in the special conditions for you, so you have to take the property as is. I can probably rest assured with the full brick construction that we've got on offer here today, and the first time offered, and a beautifully built property it is, that you're going to be probably pretty safe and secure there.
Can I get them at least agree to rectify any problem that might be discussed?
So you take the property as is today. So as you've seen it, and as been seen on the internet over the last 4 weeks, it's take the property as is. Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? That's it, fabulous. Well, our journey today, ladies and gentlemen, is set on over 1,700 square metres of luscious land, with manicured gardens, an idyllic, stylish home, peaceful location, stunning floor plan that caters for both informal and formal entertaining, al fresco dining at its best, Full bricking construction, ladies and gentlemen, offering 5 bedrooms, master with ensuite and fitted dressing room. We've got a lovely outdoor private saltwater pool which overlooked by the covered terrace area, the piste de resistance if you like, flowing to some luscious lawns that are gently sloping away, all surrounded by these gorgeous golf course views. Is it Augusta? Is it St Andrews? It can be any golf course in the world you like, ladies and gentlemen. On 1,700 or so square metres of land, a luscious property, plenty of off-street accommodation for your cars, ladies and gentlemen, a double garage, premium undercover carport area for you, and the location, ladies and gentlemen, very highly sought after. Believe it or not, just 30 minutes from the Sydney CBD, a stone throw from Parramatta CBD, and the likes of private schools like Tara School for Girls and the King's School for Boys. It is no wonder, ladies and gentlemen, this property is first time offered since it was built. With that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, you can bid confidently and spiritually. We do wish you all the best and look forward to your competition. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, you've done your due diligence. I'm now going to ask you to express your interest in this wonderful opportunity here today in 75 Croft Avenue in Oatlands. By way of opening your offer, what do we say, where do we start? Fair and reasonable offer to start me away, ladies and gentlemen, in your hands. It's very peaceful here in Croft Avenue, isn't it too? Nice little peaceful location. Fair and reasonable offer to start me away, ladies and gentlemen, in your hands. 1.5. Can I just say that number again, sir? That's all right. Thank you, sir. Number 1. He was obviously here early. He's got the number 1 bid at 1.5, and good luck to you. At 1.5 million now, bid, ladies and gentlemen. Where do we see it go from here? At $1,500,000 on bid, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in your hands. Where do we see it go? At $1,500,000 is the bid. 75 Croft Avenue in Oatlands. I would have thought probably at least a $50,000 or $100,000 increment would be fair and reasonable from there.
And 50.
And 50. Can I just see your number, sir? If that's all right. Thank you. Good luck to you. At 50 now. At 1,050,000, sir. Come back strong by starting here and say 6 if you like. Thank you. 1.6 straight back, and that's how you buy property. Sorry, sir?
6.5.
6.5, thank you. 1,650,000 now. 1,650,000, sir, he's coming back strong. Do the same thing, rounding straight to 1.7. Thank you, sir, on the nod. There it is, back on number 1. At $1,700,000, I'm happy to bring you buyers in if you like. You should see good value. At $1,700,000, sir, what do we say? Say 50 more? At $1,700,000, bids on the left. My instructions to take the 50s, I love that if you like, and bring you back in the picture. 50 now, thank you, sir, on the nod. Back on number 12 at 1,750,000. Do the same courtesy, sir, my starting bid. You've been with me all the way, can round you straight to 1.8 at $1,750,000. It's over 1,700 square metres of land, so it's full brick in construction. Never been offered before, and as you can well imagine, one time offered. They don't come up like this very often. Those gorgeous views of the golf course at $1,750,000. I hold the bid. Can I say 1.8? Geez, I tell you what, you make me work hard there, sir, but you know, it's a nice day. I'll take your bid at $1,775,000, sir. I'll do the same courtesy. I can't take anything less than that. I might need a calculator. At $1,775,000, do I need an 8? Can I say 1.8? Thank you, sir. 1.8. At 1.8 now, bid, sir. I gave you a favour, I took you to 25, now you've got to give me one back and say 1,825,000. Can I say 25 now? The bid's on the right at $1,800,000. 25, thank you. At $1,825,000. $1,825,000. These luscious lawns. Picture yourself on a Sunday afternoon, outside, sitting there, watching the golfers, hearing the 4 calls, 4 at $1,825,000, sir, 50 if you like. I'm happy to bring other parties in, 50, thank you, sir. You've got to be quick though. That's the way to buy property at auction. Nice, fast, strong bidding wins it every day. At $1,850,000 now, 75, straight back. $1,875,000, $1,875,000. Round me to 19, sir, if you like.
What's 25?
Another 25, thank you. 1.9 million. 25, sir? You're smiling at me. That's always a good sign. At $1,900,000. I'll give you a moment to think. You've been with me all the way, sir. My starting bidder. It's at $1.9 million. 75 Croft Avenue in Oatlands. I keep mentioning it's full brick in construction. It's never been offered before. At $1,900,000. Happy to take you 25. Or you can be bold and round me to 50 if you like. At $1,900,000. What do I say, sir, my starting bidder? Well, at $1,900,000 once, twice. 25, thank you, sir. 1,925. 1,925. Come back strong like you've been all day, sir, and round me to 50 straight away. At $1,925,000 now. Bid on the left, back with my starting bidder. I can bring you back in, or if there's any newly registered parties, I can bring you in too. Now's the time to buy at $1,925,000, sir, in front. I can bring you back to 50 if you like.
25.
Another 25? Thank you, sir. 50. 195. $1,950,000. Back on the right. 75 if you like, sir. It's at 1,950,000. I'll take another 25. Put yourself back in the driver's seat to own this wonderful property. Said first time offered, great opportunity. You can hold it in the family for a number of years if you like. 60. You are making me work hard, but I'll take it. It's all money, I'll get there. At 1,960,000 now. 1,960,000, rounding to 75, sir, if you like. Nice easy number. No, I'll give you a moment to quickly think. It's at 1,960,000 now. At $1,960,000. You've been with me most of the way as well, sir. I suppose with my starting bid left at 1,960,000, I can bring you back in and round me to 75 if you like. At 1,960,000.
2 million.
70, sir?
2 million.
2 million, thank you, sir. Sorry at the back, I couldn't quite hear. 2 million, good bid and good luck to you. At 2 million now, nice bold bid. Nice bold bid at the back there at $2 million. First one of you gentlemen can jump in and round me to 25 and say 2,025,000. Bids at the back at $2 million now. New bidder, my starting bidder and sir on the right, you've been with me most of the way. I'm happy to bring you back in. First one to show me that card can round me to 2,025,000. It's at the back at $2 million now. What do we say? Gentlemen, first one to jump in. I'd hate for to miss it for $25,000. A property this stature, great location, think of the peacefulness, only half an hour from the city, from the CBD, Parramatta CBD just around the corner. It's all there for you. At $2 million, I hold the bid. And don't tell me this gentleman's one bold bid at the back's going to buy the property at $2 million now. Well, gentlemen, at 2 million. 10. I'll take it, sir. 10. I'll do the same courtesy, sir, if you like. Round me to 20. It's at 2,010,000 now. 2,010,000 is back with my starting bid, or sir on the right, I can bring you back in too. At $2,010,000, I hold the bid. Sir, my new bid at the back, I can round you to 20 if you like. I'll do the same courtesy, I'll go in 10s. As I said, I can't take much less than that. 5. Jeez, I tell you what. I'll take it, sir. We're heading in the right direction still. You're making me work very hard up here, though. At $2,015,000 now. $2,015,000. What do we say, sir, my starting bidder? I'll put it back in your hand. I tell you what, right now, I can't take any more than 5s, any less than 5s. I definitely need a calculator. At $2,015,000. You've been with me all the way. I'm happy to bring you back in. Well, at $2,015,000, I hold the bid on the right. You couldn't pick it for $5,000 or $10,000. Well, $2,015,000 once, twice. At $2,015,000 third. Final time, is there any better bid? Is there any better bid than $2,015,000? I've got two gentlemen on the left here, sir. You've been with me all the way. I hold the bid on the right there at $2,015,000. I would have thought you could jump in, you couldn't pick it for that. You're smiling at me again, sir. It's always a good sign. It's at $2,015,000, or sir at the back, I can bring you back in. It's at $2,015,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned earlier on the piece, I'm delivering in place 2 bids on behalf of the seller. I'm going to exercise that right now and place the bid with me, $2,050,000. So it's with me on behalf of the vendor at $2,050,000 now. And I can bring either one of you back in. It's open today. The first one to jump in can round me up. I'll take 10s if you like, and round me to 60 at $2,050,000 is the bid with me on behalf of the vendor. And we've got 3 players. I'm happy to jump. First one in to show me that card can round me up, or round me to 75 if you like. You should see good value there at $2,050,000 with me. You'd hate to miss out at this level, gentlemen. It's at $2,050,000, sir. You were the underbidder, or my 2 gentlemen on the left. The first one, as I say, to jump in and show me that card. Show me that bidder's number at $2,050,000.
2.1.
2.1, thank you, sir. Good bold bid, that's what I like to see. At 2.1 now. $2.1 million. Back of the room on the left. My starting bidder and sir on the right. As I said, you've been with me most of the way. You couldn't pick it for $10,000. Wonderful opportunity, 75 Croft Avenue in Oatlands. I'm at 2.1 million. Back left. What are we saying? What do we say in front? We're saying no, sir. I get a lot of that on Saturdays. It's usually the women, but this time I'll take your no. At $2,100,000, or sir on the right. Another 10, I can bring you in. It's only money, you'll make some more on Monday. At $2,100,000, you sure? Are we all done? Are we all silent? Well, at $2,100,000, ladies and gentlemen, last chance. 75 Croft Avenue in Oatlands. I'm going to sell the property at $2,100,000. I sell once, twice. At $2,100,000 third. Final time, we all done, we all silent, we all finished? Sir, congratulations, you did well done.